Hello everyone. Very good morning to all of you. This is the course on software engineering, the basics of software engineering. And in this course, we are going to learn about what is software, what are the types of softwares, and what are the basic process models. Then we will also see what are the planning, how we plan a software, how we do requirement engineering, how we do designing, and finally what are the core concepts of software testing as well. So we will see all this in this short course of software engineering. Let us begin with the few topics today. The topic for today is what is software, how it different from a program, what is software evolution, what are software characteristics, and the type of software. We will try to cover some of these topics today, and the next will be covered in the next video lecture. What is a software? So, a software, as perceived by most of the students, are just instructions or computer programs that, when executed, provide desired function and performance. So, this is the first thing written in this slide is the most of the students go by this definition. If we ask them what is software, they will say they are codes, they are programs, they are lines of instructions that we write in certain language like C, C++, Java, Python, PHP, whatever the language we write. So they become the software. But in totality, software is just not the instruction. It has much more than the instruction. So we say that its instructions are part of a software, or programs are part of a software. Along with programs, they are data structures that enable the program to adequately manipulate information. So what type of data structures do you use is also a part of the software. You have to decide what type of data structure you have to use while developing a software. For example, a software which actually needs too many the software suppose that we are developing a software for a client or a student management system in which we need to add a student and delete a student at more number of times. Many times we have to add a student, to change a student, or delete a student. This we have to do processing many times. So in that case, we won't prefer an array based data structure. We will prefer a linked list based data structure over the array based system, because in an array based system what happens is you have to move the data on an average half the cells up and down. So shifting a cell up and down costs you more. Okay, so in linked list you just have to move two pointers and the task is done. Okay, that's much easier, but there is overhead of maintaining the pointers as well. So we have to choose wisely between the data structures. So deciding which data structure we are going to use is also a part of software. The last thing is documents. The documents that describe the operation and use of the program. So if you have written a particular program, it is not that you are going to leave that program for over of your life, total at like over the time. You have to move on, you have to be done with the program once, and you have to give this program to your juniors or to the subordinates. Now they have to maintain this software over the life of the software. Okay, now what happens here is you, they have to maintain it, but that at the same time what is required is you need to tell them, you have to like explain them what the software is. But is it so that you are there for explaining them every time they need you? No. So what is then the alternative they have is the documents. Okay, the documents that will explain them the workflow of a particular system, the functionality of a module, the diagram of how the system is been implemented. All these things are part of the software. So that's why we don't actually in industry we work more on documents than on data structures, and then we work on coding part. Okay, so all these three makes up the software. So if we ask, if now somebody asks you what is software and you are from the software engineering background, or you are not from software engineering background, you may clearly tell him or her that software is just not the code that we develop. It has the data structures that we decide to actually manipulate the code or the data, as well it also incorporates the documents that actually describes the program. Okay. So this was what is this is all about softwares. Now, the next thing is there are some differences, some vital differences between softwares and program. The first is the definition itself. It says that software is a set of programs used to execute over an entire application. So there may be many programs combined together to form a software. It is also used to perform a task. At the same time, program is only a set of instructions written in a programming language used to execute for a specific task or a particular function. The second major difference is the size, which says that softwares are much huge in size than compared to a program, a small program. And the third major difference is called a documentation. Generally, the software comes with a proper documented manuals, maybe operation manual or the user manual or admin manual. But in programs, we generally don't have a documentation. Okay, students with good programming skills do document, but general students doesn't program do a documentation while they write a code. Okay. The fourth difference is the developer. So while developing our software, we don't go with amateur programmers. We need experienced and well-trained people to develop softwares. But programs can be developed by someone who is actually learning the language. Okay, so for the beginners, a development approach is very systematic, organized, and planned when we want to develop a complete software, because we will be working on multiple teams, multiple people, maybe multiple geographical locations. So we need to be very systematic, organized, and planned. On the other hand, such rigorous restrictions are not there when we try to develop a small programs. And but there's one more difference, that who is going to buy that particular software. Okay, so for software we generally we incur cost, so we need to have a buyer, a public domain user or government organization that are going to use this software. Generally the program is developed for a particular small set of users, maybe the user itself, or maybe a certain small set of audience. uh, Functionality wise, software has much more functionality to give in comparison to the program. Okay, a software again has a much vast or much developed or robust GUI in comparison to program, which has lesser options for a GUI. Examples of software can be Microsoft Word, Office, Excel, Chrome, VLC Player, Firefox, Adobe Reader. These are the softwares. On the other hand, programs can written for factorial, addition, prime numbers. They are certain set of programs. So there are certain basic differences between software and programs. Now going ahead with what is software engineering. We will see this in our next lecture, that what is software engineering. Now we have developed what is software, what are the difference between software and programs in this particular lecture. The next lecture will be on what is software engineering, what are types of softwares, and next concepts. So keep following that videos and keep learning. Thank you.